All right, let's talk about something huge for any service-based business. You know your customers are local, that's a given. But the real question is, how do you make sure they can actually find you when they need you? Today, we are diving deep into geomarketing and how you can use it to win over the customers who are literally right around the corner.
So let's just start with the most important question right off the bat. When a potential customer, maybe just a few streets away, needs exactly what you offer, are you the one they find online? This is the core challenge we're going to tackle today.
Because, for any service business, doesn't matter if you're a plumber in London or a cleaning service in New York, it all boils down to this one simple idea. It's all about being seen exactly where your customers are, right at the moment they need you the most.
To help you get there, we've laid out a pretty simple roadmap. We're going to start with the big problem local businesses face, and then we'll introduce geomarketing as the answer. From there, it's all practical steps, building your organic foundation, hitting the accelerator with paid ads, and then using data to sharpen your strategy. We'll wrap it all up with a simple checklist so you can get started right away.
The biggest problem for so many fantastic local businesses is this feeling of being invisible. You could be the absolute best roofer in all of Sydney, but if a homeowner with a leak just 2 suburbs over can't find you online, well, you might as well not exist to them. You're invisible to the very people who need you the most.
So, how do we fix this whole invisibility problem? Well, the answer is a strategy called geomarketing. This is the key. This is how you finally get your business on the local map.
At its heart, geomarketing is actually incredibly simple. It's all about aiming your marketing efforts at people based on their physical location. By focusing your message on a specific area, you just naturally improve the quality of your leads and your marketing performance shoots up. It means no more wasting time and money on people who are too far away to ever become a customer anyway.
And this right here shows you the critical difference. People don't just go online and search for roof repair. No, they search for roof repair in Melbourne. Geomarketing is all about aligning your business with how people actually search in the real world. Do that, and you instantly become way more relevant to the customers you really want.
Okay, so before you even think about spending a single dollar on ads, you've got to build a solid foundation. And that all starts with a strong, organic strategy. This is all about building trust, both with search engines and, of course, with your potential customers.
I want you to think of your Google business profile as your digital sign hanging right on Main Street. It's often the very first thing a local customer is going to see. So if it's incomplete, or the info's wrong, or it just looks neglected, that's like having a broken, flickering sign on your actual shop. Not a good look.
So getting this right is absolutely crucial. First, make sure your name, address, and phone number are 100% accurate. Next, clearly spell out the specific areas you service. Third, keep it alive. Post updates and, this is a big one, go get those customer reviews. And finally, make sure all this information is exactly the same everywhere else online. One of the biggest mistakes people make is inconsistency. If your hours on Yelp are different from Google, you're creating doubt before anyone even calls you.
And this same exact thinking applies to your website. Instead of having just one generic services page, you should create dedicated pages for each specific location you serve. A page titled Plumbing Services in Manchester is a perfect match for what local customers are typing into Google, which instantly makes you look more credible and relevant.
Okay, once that organic foundation is rock solid, it's time to pour some gasoline on the fire. And that's where paid ads come in. They are the accelerator. They let you reach more of the right customers way faster than organic efforts ever could on their own.
The real beauty of paid ads, especially on platforms like Google and Facebook, is just how precise you can be. You can choose to show your ads only to people in a specific city or a certain neighborhood, or even just within a few miles of your business. This means you stop wasting money on clicks from people who are outside your service area, and you start getting high-quality leads almost right away. It's the perfect partner for all that local SEO work you've been doing.
But listen, this is really important to remember. Geomarketing is not a set it and forget it kind of thing. To get the best results, you have to be measuring what's working and what isn't. You've got to let the data be your guide. And probably the most important question your data can answer for you is this: where are your best customers actually coming from? Which neighborhoods, which suburbs, which cities are bringing in the most valuable leads? Knowing the answer to this is a total game changer. For instance, a quick peek at your data might show you that Melbourne is pulling in almost twice as many leads as Brisbane. You see? That insight right there is pure gold.
It tells you exactly where you should double down with your marketing budget and maybe where you need to change things up a bit. It is all about constantly refining your strategy over time.
So we have covered a ton of ground. Let's try to boil it all down into a simple, actionable checklist you can use to make sure your business is totally set up for local success.
Let's just quickly recap the 5 most important things. First, make location the heart of all your targeting. Second, use those location-specific keywords. Speak your customer's language. Third, optimize your Google business profile. Remember, it's your digital storefront. Fourth, build those dedicated location pages on your website. And finally, use your data to track everything and constantly make your approach even better.
And that brings us to the final question I want to leave you with. After everything we've talked about, take a really honest look at your own marketing. Is your business truly on the local map? Or are you still kind of invisible to the customers right next door? Thanks so much for watching.